Good afternoon and welcome to State News File. I'm Stacey Hine. Scott Krause will have a look at the sports highlights later. What can we expect, Scotty?
Well, Stacey, we have a little bit of basketball and then we'll move into lacrosse, and we also are covering some hockey and the Flames as well.
That should be very interesting. We'll have a look at weather with Ryan Clark later today. But first, here are today's top stories. Travel restrictions were a hot topic during a meeting between Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Canada's premiers. Trudeau met with premiers across the country to discuss health measures in light of the new COVID variant. He suggested tighter restrictions on non-essential travel both internationally and domestically. There was pushback from some premiers. For now, they've settled on upcoming guidelines for international travel. Trudeau also talked about once again implementing a hotel quarantine for international travelers. The rules would apply to both those who are vaccinated and unvaccinated. The Prime Minister's meeting cancelled Alberta's COVID-19 update. Premier Jason Kenney was expected to shed light on health measures during the Christmas season. Kenney says there is potential for relaxed restrictions over the holidays. The province will release guidelines during the next update. However, early studies show the Omicron variant is highly contagious in household settings.
In the UK data that's just been coming out, it really does look like the household transmission. So close contacts in the household are at least double the risk of getting infection versus Delta.
The province did not say when the next update would happen. However, it will announce free rapid test kits, which will be available to Albertans before Christmas. Getting on SAIT campus is much different than it used to be with the new COVID measures. Before COVID, you could just walk into any building, but now things have changed. SAIT News Files' Easton Ham is live in the newsroom to tell us more. Easton, what does campus look like coming now?
Well, Stacey, SAIT has introduced vaccine QR codes as a way for students to prove their vaccination status. The system comes at an important time, as SAIT recently made it mandatory for anyone entering a campus building to show proof of vaccination. Students can still enter the building if they receive a negative test within the last 72 hours. Setting up the QR code or negative test results goes through the school's SAIT Alert app.
I think they're a good idea, but just not executed all that well. The sake of the actual QR code seems kind of useless with no scanner or anything.
SAIT has been cracking down when it comes to the vaccine and encourages all students to get vaccinated. Back to you, Stacey.
That was Easton Ham reporting live from the newsroom. SAIT is requiring all students to be fully vaccinated starting next semester. Advocates for the Green Line want to know how much the LRT will cost when all is said and done. The Green Line is the largest and most expensive project in Calgary's history. In the first stage, the LRT will start in the southeast in Shepherd and tunnel up to the downtown core. This hefty price tag will of $5.5 billion. It's funded by the city, province, and federal government. The price for the second stage would see a 46-kilometer LRT line is still unknown. Advocates say the lack of information could be an issue in securing funding. For now, those in the southeast will have to rely on buses to go downtown. Speaking of downtown, Christmas came early to Kensington Village. Kensington is trying to encourage customers to buy local. Many Calgarians came out to show their support. Rachel Weed has the story.
The Kensington Village held their annual late-night shopping event earlier this month. Although we are still in the midst of the pandemic, shoppers were very eager to take part in this experience. Most of the shops within Kensington Village participated in this event to promote local business. Many stores are smaller businesses who might just be starting off and are trying to grow in these pandemic times. The average turnout of the shopping event exceeded many expectations, especially for the organizers. Even in below zero weather, this didn't stop shoppers from showing their support.
But just try to mindfully spend some of your money shopping locally, because for every $1 spent locally, that generates $6 for our local Calgary economy. So this is our way out of an economic downturn. This is our way out of the struggle that the businesses have been in as a result of COVID.
With online shopping growing over the past year, many businesses are moving online to reach all customers. The question is, do customers feel the same about moving digitally, or does it make shopping more complicated? Although events like these are coming back after the heat of the pandemic, many larger stores are moving towards an online environment to make more sales. Several customers have moved to online shopping, as many are not comfortable to be in-person shopping quite yet. Many small businesses have seen an increase in sales through the pandemic, as a rise in online status of support small business has been trending. Calgary shoppers have been supporting businesses through social media, but some still come out and shop in person to support local business.
Nice to see and it really shows like the heart of Kensington and just our community coming together. Because of COVID, we don't see as many people gathering and supporting locally.
New ways of shopping are coming to light. Whether that is through social media or store websites, customers and event planners are finding different ways to promote and bring support for small businesses all around Calgary. For State Newsfile, I'm Rachel Weed.
Those are today's top stories. We'll have weather after the break. But first, Rye has a look at what's going on in Calgary this week.
Live theater has returned in time for Christmas with the Charles Dickens A Christmas Carol. Adapted by Jeffrey Simon Brown, the long-awaited show will have a 3-person performance with a new take on the Christmas classic. Sioux Lights is celebrating their 25th year. Grab the kids, grab the family, and bring some friends. This event will surely dazzle and delight. Are you looking to get out of the city for Christmas? Head out to Banff and take a trek through the mountain trails and watch a live Christmas story with an extravaganza of lights and sound in nature. Are you looking for that perfect holiday moment to make everyone jealous of your festivities? Come on down to Horse Around Stables for a 2-horse-drawn sleigh ride. Take plenty of photos with the family for that festive Christmas card that will be the envy of all. And finally, Calgary's Farmers Market may have a grumpy guest this weekend. Come down and get your grump on with the Grinch as you terrorize all those holiday do-gooders. Welcome back. We'll have the 5-day forecast for you in just a sec, but first let's check out Canada as a whole. Working on the western side of the province, we got Vancouver with rain. Shocking, really. Edmonton, we're getting some negative weather there. That's from a cold front up north moving down in here. Regina, Winnipeg, not seen as bad as us, but still pretty cold. Let's move on to the eastern side. Toronto, Montreal, and Halifax are still cold, not as bad as us over on the western side, lucky ducks. But hey, how about we check out some temperatures of places we might be traveling to over the holidays? Palm Springs is getting some cold temperatures at 5 degrees. Looking to escape the cold this season? Barbados and Cancun are great choices. If you're in the mood for that perfect Christmas selfie, Honolulu is the getaway for you. Over in Orlando, we have a great day of touring theme parks, and Vegas looks to fold with a rough hand delta of 5 degrees. In Calgary today, we're seeing some really cold temperatures, and especially added by that wind chill. 6 kilometers doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're not bundled up, it will get really chilly. We're going to see some rising temperatures into the weekend, but those won't last too long. Let's have a look at the province here. Now, like I said earlier, we're seeing a cold front moving in from the Northwest Territories. Now, we will be getting some cold temperatures, but it looks like we have some sun for right now, so we should probably enjoy that while we can, because it's Canada in late December. That won't last long. Let's take a look at our forecast for the 5-day. Tonight we're going to see some temperatures dipping down pretty low, so make sure to bundle up if you're out there. Snow tomorrow could be difficult for those commuters, so make sure to travel safe. This weekend might be ideal if you're going out for Christmas shopping, so remember that. And Monday will have more snow, and let's be honest, it's going to be snowy up until Christmas. Santa will be ready to come down our chimneys in a snowfall. We'll have Sports with Scott right after this.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you think you know someone that is struggling with suicide? The Center for Suicide Prevention provides workshops and other resources of information to help you assist someone at risk of suicide. The Center for Suicide Prevention. We educate for life.
Come and learn the fast-paced world of television production. Find your passion to write, shoot, edit, and direct news, sports, and dramatic productions. With industry-standard technology and the best instructors in the business, SAIT's television production program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in broadcasting. This is television production. Come and dare to be on air.
Welcome back to State Newsfile. Scott Krause joins us for a look at the latest highlights. What do you have for us, Scott?
Well, Stacey, like I said earlier, we'll be going over some hockey and some lacrosse, and we'll also be talking about the State Trojans basketball. This month should be a little bit more relaxed for the State Trojans, at least until January. The men's basketball team won't be playing a game until December 29th, where they will go up against Vancouver Island Mariners. The Trojans men's basketball team will fly out west to Vancouver Island, where they are scheduled to play 4 matches during an expedition tournament at Vancouver Island University. At 7 o'clock at night, the Vancouver Island Mariners will ball out against the St. Trojans. The following day, the Trojans will play the Victoria Camosun College, and Friday, December 31st, the Trojans will play against the Keanos for Fort McMurray College. The Toronto Maple Leafs are coming off a very strong and intimidating victory against the Edmonton Oilers on Tuesday night. Right after a face-off in first period, the Maple Leafs quickly got a hold of the puck and then made a shot at the Oilers' net. Defense from the Oilers was solid, but no match for the Leafs, who snuck past all Oilers defense and goalies to score their first goal. During second period, the Maple Leafs acted with more aggression to shoot in their second before the team lined up a play, spreading out wide on the ice and shooting narrow into the net. By the third period, the Maple Leafs had 3-goal lead against the Oilers, who made 31 shots before scoring one of them. The Maple Leafs finished leading the game 5-1 against the Edmonton Oilers. Tuesday's matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Oilers was devastating. The Oilers had a tough time catching up goals, but the game was even harder for them to stop the puck from moving. The Oilers' defense let pass 4 goals before firing one back. The Oilers lost 5-1 against the Maple Leafs. The Calgary Flames were expected to play tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs at 7 o'clock, but the game has been postponed due to COVID-19 infections. The Flames announced on Tuesday they have a new list of players that are now placed in the NHL's COVID-19 protocol. 9 players for the Flames are currently ineligible to leave isolation until December 21st. The Flames are hopeful to play Saturday's game against the Columbus Blue Jackets, but it will only be possible if the team can keep infection numbers down. The Calgary Flames currently have 4 home wins and 3 home losses, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have 12 home wins and 4 home losses. Currently, the team leaders for the Flames are Andrew Mangiapane with 17 goals, Jacob Markstrom with 680 saves this season, and Johnny Gaudreau with 20 assists. The Toronto Maple Leafs goalie Jack Campbell has 15 wins and 681 saves this season. The Calgary Roughnecks are set to play tomorrow at 7 o'clock against the Detroit Seal at the Scotiabank Saddledome. The Roughnecks left shooting forward Jesse King currently leads the Roughneck player stats. King has 13 points this season, 10 assists, and 3 goals for the 2 games he's played in so far. And that's a look at sports. Hey.
Wow, I really hope the Flames are back before Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, hey Scott, what are you doing over the Christmas break?
Nothing too fancy. We're just hanging around with my family like ones do at Christmas.
Well, that's awesome. I'm going home to my farm in Saskatchewan, and you wouldn't believe some of the things farm animals do.
You made him get the corn? Oh my God.
Aw, farm animals are so cute. I know my dad used to have this little runt piglet that would follow him around like a little puppy. Did you have any pets, Scott?
Yeah, I did have I had a pug when I was younger. She was actually so cute. She was so funny. She always ran around. She really liked ice cream, and every time she ate ice cream, she'd always just like get so wild and she'd be like, ah, it was so funny. But yeah, she's a good dog. I like animals.
Yeah,
especially farm animals.
Yeah, I bet she liked bacon too. You know, I was kind of traumatized eating bacon. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Now, this weather is looking actually pretty good. You know, Saturday's a little bit sunny, but it's really gonna warm up Sunday. And then Monday's gonna be stormy, but I don't really care because school's almost over, so life goes on, am I right? Well, that's all we have for this news file update. Stay classy, Calgary.